Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd. Those my friends over at yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. This is a pattern by my assistant Jeannie. Now this is the Chunky Tweeds Blanket. Really super easy, almost a beginner level project. And what we have here is that we're using 12 balls of the Bernat Softee Chunky Tweeds. There's 6 balls of Midnight White and then 6 balls of blue tweed. This is a really easy to repeat pattern. The only difference is that you do have some striping that will be coming into effect. So I will show you how to change the color if you want to do that as well. So let's take a closer look at the yarn and then let's go through this pattern together. Here's the yarn of choice today, Bernat Softee Chunky Tweeds. You can see that it has all of the wonderful things that make it very much to be like a tweed with all those extra pieces that are just randomly put in here. So we're gonna be playing with this today. You'll need an 8mm size L crochet hook, and if you would like to substitute this pattern using a different yarn, you can just make sure the hook complements the yarn. So let's begin to do this now. So let's begin to play today, and we're using a slipknot to begin. This is classified as an easy level project, and Jeannie says to chain 72 if you'd like to match her exact sample, but she also stated that you can change the size by just keeping it an even number. So if you want to change the size and make it for a bedspread or whatever, just keep it in sets of an even number. So 2, 4, 6, 8, that's an even number. So let's just do an even number. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and 2. So that's an even number. So once you're satisfied with the width of it, let's begin then row number 1. Once you get to the width that you want, as long as it's an even number, I just did 1, 2, 1, 2, you saw me do that. So now you're gonna go back along this chain, and it's counting from the one from the hook. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's the 4th one away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I want you to put 2 double crochets into that same chain. So if you turn it and just get the back hump, you get a beautiful border edge, just like you see. So what you've just done now is that you've done one single double crochet by itself and then 2 into the next. Skipping the next chain and put in 2 double crochet into the next chain after that. So it's all working in sets of 2, if you can remember that. So skipping the next chain, go to the second one over and put in 2 double crochet, and I want you to do that all the way across your chain, and then I'll see you at the very end. So as we're getting ourselves established, so finally you will get to the end of the chain. There will only be 2 left, and then just reaching over, skipping one, and only put in 1 double crochet right at the very end. So I want you to kind of remember this, is that there is a double crochet that stands by itself, and then everything else is in sets of 2, and on the other side there was a sets of 2, and this chain that you skipped over is also a double crochet. Let's turn our work and do row number 2, which is the repeat throughout this, except for if you're changing colors, then you just want to keep an eye on the row counts. Let's begin number 2. So beginning number 2, you want to chain 3, which will count as a double crochet here and throughout, and so you have everything in groups of 2. You see that? So you want to jam the hook in between a set of 2. So there's no chain 1 like it typically would be, and you want to place in 2 double crochets into that space. Just force those stitches apart. Isn't that neat? Now go to the next pair and split, I guess you can say split the legs. I don't know if that's the right term for that, but that's what I'm gonna call it. So then go and keep splitting them all up all the way to the end. So what are you gonna do at the very end? You will have 1 double crochet that's standing by itself, so you will fill that in with just being 1 double crochet only, so that you don't gain any stitches. And remember that it's the chain that is the double crochet. So just going right in and just double crochet, and then you're ready to turn your work. So it says rows 3, 4, and 5 are all the same. That's because it's using the same color, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So every 4 rows is the same color. So let's review once again. So chaining up 3, count as your first double, go in, split those doubles up, and just put 2 into the splitting area, and do that all the way across. So once you have your 4 rows complete, what I want you to do is that we're gonna change color. So I'm going to just prematurely just change color just to show you how it's done, and then I'll let that be, and then we'll just quickly review the easy border that Jeannie also provided to you today. So say you wanted to change the color, what you can do at this particular point is that you want to finish this last stitch completely and then just use your scissors and cut your work. So you want to cut it long enough that you can get that tail into a yarn strand, or sorry, into a tapestry needle. So just pulling it up and then turn it over. I always like doing it on the back side of whatever row I was just on, and then I'm gonna throw it through a tapestry needle. And if you do this other than just hiding it in with just your hook, is that it should never fall out on you. So put it onto a tapestry needle and just glide it through the stitch of work on the back side and go once. So glide once, go back from where you came in a slightly different path so it catches, and then a third time is the charm in order to get that, and that should never fall out on you. And once you have that secured in, you can cut it right down in, and then you just turn it and then get it ready then for the next project. So this is where I finished, so I'll leave it turned in the back side here and then begin my next color, which I'll show you in just a moment. When you're ready to change color, just get your next color ready. Just leave a little bit of a longer tail on it and just put it onto the hook. So what you can do here is just attach it to the top of the last stitch that you were just in, and then pull through, and then pull through 1, 2 and 3. So the chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So laying down the straggler on top of the line, you're just gonna start and split the legs and keep in your pairs of 2. What I would do is let this straggler now follow the back side and then just continue to go across, and then you'll use a tapestry needle to hide that tail in order to lock it completely. So I know it's kinda hard to see white on a white background. So you're just doing the exact same stitch work, you just changed your color, and when you're ready to do your border, you pretty much can do it at any time, and I'll show you that in just a moment. So when you're ready to change your colors back every 4th row, I've already shown you how to do that, and make sure that you just double crochet the last turning chain in order to keep the balance, and that's kind of what you're seeing going on today. So let me show you how to do the border. Again, pretty easy. So let's prepare to do a border. So you can just get your new color ready if you want to do a border, and just join it on the top of the chain, turning chain, and let's just chain a total of 1, and then it says to put 2 single half double crochets in the same stitch, 1 and 2, and this will allow this to turn in the corners. So what she's saying is that in between the splitting, you're just only gonna apply 2 half double crochets instead of 2 doubles, and then just keep jumping all the way across. So it's a half double crochet border, if you want to say it that way. When you get to the final stitch that's there, you want to put 2 into the final and then turn your work sideways. So then you're gonna work down the side. So she's saying to you, and you'll see it anyway, is that it's gonna be 2 half double crochets on pretty much each post going all the way around. So just grab the next post up and put 2 halves, and you keep doing that all the way to the bottom. So what do you think you're gonna do on the very last stitch? So here's the last post, so put your 2 in there, and then at the top of that stitch just put 2 so it allows it to turn. Maybe a little harder to find, but you can do it for sure. And then along the base, so you can see when you're looking at it, so just putting in 2 half double crochets along the base. And when I say the base, do you see how the V stitch is upside down? So just put 2 into each of those, and you leave those V stitches alone that's in between them. So you'll get to the very last stitch, and then you'll put 2 half double crochets, and you'll turn and then go up the opposite side once again, and then that's it. So I've already showed you how to use a tapestry needle to finish off your ends, so you'll want to do the same thing. So remember, in the very end, the turning chain here, you want to just put 2 in the top of the turning chain and then turn it sideways, and then work in that same turning chain or the same post. You want to put in 2 half double crochets and work your way up once again all the way to the top. So you can see it does a really nice job on being able to do this kind of concept. It looks really quite homemade, in that sense, and it really probably is a wonderful accessory that you can add. Once you get all the way to the top, just slip stitch to the first half double crochet. I might as well show you there. I'm almost there. So when you get to the top, just slip stitch. So if you're new to crochet, all this means is that you just put your hook into the first half double crochet and then pull through and through, and then this is where you just fasten off and then weave in your ends, and you would have a completed afghan. So this is a really neat idea, and thank you so much for Jeannie. Put this another wonderful design, and the pattern is free of course on the Crochet Crowd, and we hope to see you again real soon. Bye bye.